up, everybody? It's your girl Gigi the Master Manifester, and I am back with another video. So, all right, my client is here. How you doing? How you feeling? Hey, what's Sasha? Y'all, I'm gonna eat a quick little snack real quick. How y'all feeling? I'm feeling great too. Thank y'all for joining. Okay, so today we're going to be getting insights into my client's son's spiritual protectors. This will be my first reading doing this, so I'm excited. Let's just see. She said, not gonna lie, I'm exhausted after the gym. This is exciting. Oh, wow. So you barely make a live. But I'm glad you joined. Okay. Raquel. So I did want to wait a couple seconds before we get to going into the reading, because I know when I go live on my business phone, it seems like the live crashes. So I'm about to burn some chamomile, but I'm already burning red dragon's blood. And Palo Santo and cinnamon. Alright, ladies. So I'm going to go ahead and cleanse my cards. I do want to use this deck. If you guys like to book a personal reading or sign up for my mentorship, you can visit my readings website, www.mastermanifester888readings.com. If you want to purchase spiritual baths, crystal jewelry, any spiritual products, you can visit my website, www.mastermanifester888.com. Go ahead and like this video and subscribe if you're not. So Shirley, didn't mean to say your name, but oh well. But I'm actually gonna pull from the Hoodoo Tarot because I feel like that'll be very insightful with the the imagery on these cards. Alright, we got 5 people in here. Make sure y'all like this video. He must feel something because he's he is stuck right now. He know in his spirit you up to something right now. Look, mama trying to get you some information. You have to move around. That's so funny. But I'm excited. I'm actually feeling called to try something new. To try to scribble stuff down and see if something comes up. So we're going to be doing that today as well. I don't know what to expect or whatever because I've never tried to do that. But that's what Spirit's telling me to do. So that's what I'm going to do. Oh well, that's awesome. I'm gonna shuffle the music. We're tapping into the energy of her son. So we're doing a reading for her son, not for her. Make sure y'all like this video for me. Okay. Any other cards? I can pull from my deck too. Thank y'all for the like. I appreciate it. I feel like this deck might be a little too much, but yeah, I'm gonna do my other deck. Thank y'all for joining. I noticed the people on my lives, y'all be on here the whole reading. And the readings be like 2 hours. Like, what? I appreciate y'all for supporting me. And you just never know who's watching. I've learned that because, yeah. Just never know who's watching. Alright, so I'm going to pray over the cards. Feeling like a shortness of breath. Let me see. We pray over the cards. Make sure I say his name. All right. I'm excited. You ready? Okay. We shuffle. Shuffle. Huh? What did that say? Something about a mother, and I love that. Did y'all hear that? What do you mean? You can message it to me privately if you need to. So I'm already feeling like this is a spirit like he would have known or met previously, because the first song they wanted to play was I Want You Around, and that song would have had us crying. So I went on and shuffled it, and now we got, oh, my phone is getting hot. I wonder, hopefully it does not cut out. But now we got Over by Lucky Day. So this is kind of giving me somebody that is kind of like wanting to kind of be in his energy. Do you want to private message it to me before we get started? Just let me know before I start. So I'm going to shuffle it one more time. See if the energy switches up. Spirit, we're tapping to her son's energy. Room in here. Is there room in here? Wow, he's been scribbling and drawing this week. Anime stuff / pics. That's probably why I felt called to do that, like scribbling kind of stuff. Okay. So let's get into it. We'll go ahead and pull up. I just sent it. All right. All right, Spirit. Who is her son's? I don't want to say her ancestor because, just like all of us, we have many ancestors, both known and unknown. But I want to know who is in his frequency, who's the one that's been protecting him, looking out for him. So let's get insights into that spirit, and then we'll get a little bit of insights into the personality of this spirit. Let me turn my other lights on, y'all. Hold on. Alright, that should be good. Alright, now, Spirit, give us insight. Who are you? This would have been somebody who smoked and drank. So, Spirit, give her insights into her son's ancestor, or the protector, the spiritual protector that's watching over her son. Give her insight. This one is with him a lot though. Truth. It's a woman. It's an older woman. Very spiritual woman. Spirit, who are you? Sorry, who is his spiritual protector? So it's actually a man and a woman. It's a man and a woman. Okay. Spirit. So I'm gonna have to with both of y'all. So there's like an authoritative figure. This is somebody who like think he's in charge. So he's the one that's kind of like he's he think he in charge, but really it's the woman that's in charge. I'm kind of picking up they're married, maybe spiritual. Why am I saying spiritual? Spirit, spirit. Are you and this woman? Are you in a relationship? Or as his spiritual protectors, are you two in a relationship, or are you two separate spirits? Ooh, yeah. So they're a married couple. As you get the Love Begins card, two hands. It's a man and a woman. Look, one. Okay. All right, spirit. So I'm gonna actually speak to this woman first. Alright, so we got a man and a woman spirit. Now this woman was very spiritual. I feel like this man, he was more of like a dictator. Dictatorship is kind of what I'm picking up. Like, so this might not have been the easiest person to get along with, but he's very loving, he's very strong, he's very grounded within his own energy. So this spirit here actually is kind of like pouring into your son. He wants him to have like a strong foundation, okay? So with the root chakra, you know, the root chakra deals with like our foundation, our security, our stability. So both of these spirits here are like working with him. I'm hearing like him developing like different skill sets that'll get him far in life, is what they're saying. So my advice to you, mom, would be to just continue nurturing all his gifts. So whether it be art, whether it be music, because I am hearing music for him, um, whether it be art, music, artistry, like maybe he'll want to get into acting and things like that. But it's going to be some type of creative outlet for him. So let me try the little scribble thing now. Why did I hear the word truth? Well, this card is right here. So this woman, this is who wants to speak. Now, let me see what the hell she... Not what the hell. Let me stop. So she's showing me a tree. I'm not even about to draw it, but she's showing me like this big tree. You know, and trees represent grounding. They represent stability. They represent like foundation. So this goes like hand in hand with the base chakra. But she is definitely showing me like this huge tree. So do you know what tree that she's talking about? Is this like a tree in your yard or something that maybe he sits at or something? Or is there a way you can get him around trees? Because it's more of like a bush is kind of what I'm getting. A bush, but let me see. She says her name is Adrian. Adrian. Why is she showing me like anger? I think she's more speaking on her life? Because your son doesn't have like anger issues or anything, does he? I'm not seeing any comments. Hold up. Yes, we have trees and bushes in the yard. Okay, so does he ever sit out there? Because I'm picking up like these spirits. Oh, wait. Look at this. Look at these trees. Very interesting. Look, bushes and trees. So like this greenery is going to be like significant for your son. Even think, because the question that we're asking is who are his spiritual protectors. So they're basically saying who they are, but also they're going to be kind of speaking on different things. So just try to follow what I'm saying. It's kind of like a lot. So the woman, she's speaking on the woman Adrian. She says, so this is who I'm gonna actually write this down. So anger. So what I'm gonna say is, you ask him, does he feel? No, he doesn't sit out there. Well, he should definitely do that. That would help him connect with these ancestors. Um, when it comes to like what she's saying, she's speaking on truth. What that card is basically talking about is like finding your place in the universe. Okay, so this is kind of like, let me turn the music down. So she's basically speaking on like a spiritual calling or like a passion or something to that extent. So like she has like this wand in her hand, like a magic wand, right? So she's speaking on like nurturing gifts or whatever. So since he doesn't have anger issues, I'm gonna ask her, what is she referring to with the anger? Spirit, what do you mean when you're referring to anger? New beginnings. This is literally what this card is. Where's that card? This is literally the same. Look at this. Look at it. Is this not the same? And this is like a waterfall. Okay. So she's just speaking on, so she's, even though we're, basically this reading is not, what I'm answering right now is not really what you asked, but this is like more of what they're saying. So you want to know the protectors. It's a man and a woman. The woman's name is Adrian. I'm going to find out his name. I'm feeling like it starts with a H. Hank, Hunk, or that's the words I'm getting. Hank or Hunk. Probably Hunk, how he's sitting up here like he just king of the world. He making me laugh. Okay. So Spirit, you're speaking on a new beginning. Look, talent, strength. And look, these are full moons. You have baby, what are these, tigers? And then you have butterflies. And then here, this is a full moon. This is like a dancer. So I would say get more insights into like, does he want to do acting? Does he want to do like dancing or music? Is he into that type of stuff? Because they're saying he's like very talented. And he can go far like with his talents. They're speaking on like a new beginning for him, like a clean slate. But they're saying he does have to be strong, and he has to have like a very firm like inner strength, and he has to be very, very grounded. So you're going to have to work with him on grounding. So walking barefoot, this is something you have to incorporate with him, okay? Because it's not going to make sense for him to just kind of be out there doing this by himself. He's young. He's not going to really understand like that. So you're going to have to do these things with him, okay? This is what I'm hearing. Okay? Love begins. So how old is he? Because I know they're not saying he got a love coming in his life. Because he's young. But they are speaking on a new beginning for him. Spirit, what is this new beginning? He likes music. He loves basketball. Okay, so they are saying he's very talented. So do you have any specific questions for the woman? I'm going to get more into her story so we can kind of understand who they are. But I feel like even this woman, she had to be very strong in her life. Very, very strong in her life. She was very connected with nature, though. Very connected with nature, because you see nature on all of these cards. This is like a galaxy here. I thought so. So she said he's 16. But that's around that age, you know, where he'll start dating and stuff like that. The spirit is bringing up new love. So let me see. So, spirit, what is your message for him? Do you have a message for him? Solo. Solo. So does he spend a lot of time alone? Is he like a loner? So, Miss Adrian, what is your message for him? What is your message for him? If you could give him a message, what would it be? So, she's saying he's clairaudient. She said, "Oh my goodness, he has been talking about this girl." See, they trying to tell it. So, yeah, because I'm definitely seeing like, I didn't want to say it, but I'm seeing him like with the young lady for sure. I'm seeing him with the young lady. I didn't want to say it because I'm like, he might be too young. Mom might freak out. That's her baby. She said, yes, he's a loner. So I'm seeing that, and that is why these spirits are coming forward for him. They're coming forward for him like like companionship, because they say he spends too much time alone, okay? But they are saying he's clairaudient, and the reason that they separate him is because of his spiritual gifts. And people might look at him like he's weird or different for his gifts, but he hasn't fully grown into those gifts, so, or into those talents. And so the best thing you can do is like help him nurture his gift. So I feel like the emphasis for her, she just wants him to pursue his talent. She wants him to be successful. She wants him to shine bright and be this light. But she is also saying, she's saying, let him do him. Okay, I don't know what, like, how that registers for you, Mom, but basically let him grow into a man. But you just have to kind of point him in the right direction. Okay. You know, you taught him how to be, you know, a gentleman. You taught him, you know, how to treat women and things like that. So just trust that, you know. But just like a butterfly, just like a bird, you know, at some point they have to leave the nest, you know, and they have to go and shine bright. So, but I'm seeing like all positive cards though. But he does have a spiritual gift. He like can hear things clearly. So I would ask him like, is he seeing like a woman in his dreams? Because like this is a woman, okay? So is there a woman showing up in his dreams, or is he hearing like a female voice calling his name or things like that? Because that's clairaudience. Hearing things calling your name, hearing knocking. But the reason he has to be in nature is because in order for him to nurture these gifts, he has to be able to tap in with the universe, okay? With earth, the earth element, okay? What did you say his sign was? Because this like, all of these are nature cards, and then you have this card that's talking about firm foundation, grounding, root. So he needs to be on the ground. So I don't know if you need to have like a picnic in the yard where you make it prettier, whatever the case may be. But you have to kind of be the one to get him into this, because for me personally, growing up, my mom always took us to parks. We would always go to the lake. We would always go camping and things like that. So as an adult, that stuck with me. You know what I'm saying? Always stuck with me. So it's kind of the same thing here. In order for him to kind of already be rooted in who he is and to live in his truth and to be grounded no matter what throughout life, and also to become this masculine figure, Spirit is saying that he has to, because I have this card. It's a root chakra card. It says every table has to stand on its own legs, and this is exactly what I just heard. And so I feel like this man is wanting to talk now. So I'm gonna go ahead and let him. Yeah. But that was a message from Miss Adrian. Miss Adrian. Okay. Gemini. Okay, so he's an air sign. She said, I get that. Let him do him. Yes, remember me telling you about the woman in his dreams? Wait a minute. So I remember you telling me about the snake, but I didn't know that he said there was a woman in his dreams. She said Gemini. He's seen me walking outside barefoot. He knows why. I told him why I do it. Okay, so how would he respond if you were like, hey, let's go get some grounding in. Let's go take a little nature walk or whatever. Or let's go, I feel like maybe that can be a good way for you to like work on your deck while he's maybe creating art or doing something like something meditative, I'm hearing. But he has to be in nature. He has to be in because when you're in nature, it's like it's everything, all the elements coming together, but that's what puts you like in a meditative state. So for him, he needs to be in that trance. He needs to be under that energy, okay? So he needs that. Even the fresh air is going to be good for his sign because he's an air sign. And air signs tend to be like airheaded. They're all over the place, mentally clouded. Sometimes they're like overreactors and things like that. Just a lot of mental confusion. And look, there's an emphasis on the head area, right? So back to what I was saying, he needs to be in that kind of environment, but while doing something he's talented at, because he's on board with the grounding. Awesome, awesome. She said a woman that he sees but can't see her face. So her name is definitely Adrian. She's an older woman. So did he say anything else about her? She just showed, he said he can't, let me see. He can't see her face. Look, he can't see her face? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. We can't either. Look, he can't see her face. He can't see her face. Bro, in my fucking cap. But she's going to show her face to him soon, for sure. Like, she's going to be coming to him soon, because right here she's showing her face. But yeah, nature is going to help, like, open some things up for him. I feel like he does have a blockage in his root chakra, though, and that's why he needs this grounding, okay? That's why he needs this grounding, because you have to think. It's like he's 16, so he's about to be an adult soon. Couple years, he's going to be out on his own. So the emphasis is he needs to be able to stand tall on his own without feeling like, okay, mama's going to be here every step of the way. If I fuck up, if I do anything, you know, she's going to be here. Of course, you want your kids to know that. But these ancestors are kind of like, you need to kind of back up a little bit. So I don't know what that's about, and I'm not trying to laugh. I'm just saying. It's the sass and the tude for me. Okay, so we're going to go ahead. He's on board with the grounding. Wanda said, we definitely are. I'm cracking up. My client said they passed each other in the dream once on a bridge. On a bridge? Let me see, do I see a bridge? Because this is kind of giving me a bridge. Like right here. And this is not a bridge, but it's like, it seems like a bridge could be nearby. You know what I'm saying? Because when you walk over water, you have to walk on a bridge. You know what I'm saying? So that could definitely, but if you notice, there's no faces on these cards. So he does need to open his, I'm hearing like, not open his ears, but he needs to be able to open some of his chakras. Open some of his chakras up. I'm hearing like crown chakra, third eye chakra. This will be very, very good for him. He'll be a lot more in his energy. Latasha said, and I have air in my chart, and I am too. It's so crazy. Like that's the meaning of natal charts. That's the point, so you can know and be aware of your energies. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's very insightful. So far as my client, it's good to know this information because you're his leader. You're his mother. You're his leader. So you get to lead him in that direction. Now, what he does with the information is up to him. but you do want to create healthy coping mechanisms, healthy habits, because Spirit did speak on anger, so he might not have anger issues now, but that could be something that comes up. And even with this authority card, this is definitely like, I don't know how your husband acts, um, but I'm seeing like your son could kind of become this kind of like dictator kind of person. It doesn't seem like his energies, but anger can change people, and holding things in can change people. So, with that being said, we have to create healthy coping mechanisms, okay? Especially while he's young, I feel like that'll go a long way with him, okay? She said, yes, it was a narrow bridge to walk over water. Oh my God, bro. Like, am I capped? So, yes, she's setting the tone, like the imagery of what's going on. I do see like a sun and a moon. So this is like a sun energy. This is the sun here. And you just have the rainbow here. But this is like galaxy kind of energy. Okay? Which gives me like the unknown. When I see galaxy, I think unknown. Okay? She said at a younger age, anger was an issue. Conquered. Wow. So that's why I just asked you, like, has he had anger issues? Has that been something like he's dealt with? Because that's what Spirit was bringing up. But it's good to like to know that he overcame it, you know. So let me get the music back started. And then we're going to get into the energy of the next spirit. So crazy though that the bridge thing, because I totally forgot about that. That definitely makes sense. But she was kind of saying like the reason she can't show her face yet. I feel like he's not ready for that yet. Like he's just not there yet. Like that might scare him. Okay. So if he's not afraid, what you can tell him to do is just ground himself, get him an amethyst that he can sleep with, so he can be like more comfortable as he's resting or whatever. And I'm sure she will come to him. Okay. Yeah, I like Adrian too. She's not talking a lot. She's just kind of like, speaking facts. It's kind of like I'm saying something and then she'll say something. I'm saying something, she'll say something. It's not like she just going, like how some of the spirits be. I'd be like, God damn, can you take a fucking breath? But I can't talk because I'm long-winded too. Alright, so let's get into, what did he say his name was? Buffo? No, let me stop. What did he say his name was? What did I say his name was? Hunk or Hank. Hunk or Hank. Alright, so let's get some insights. So you're saying you're her son's spiritual protector. You and your wife, y'all are his spiritual protectors. Now, is there a reason why you guys are protecting him? Would you like to let us know? Is there a reason why you're protecting him? They're speaking on low vibrations. And this is exactly what I was saying. Like, as he raises his vibrations by going in nature and doing things in nature, he'll become a lot more connected with nature. Which, when he's in nature doing things, Spirit is going to be like working with him on those things. So if he's creating art, the art is going to be fucking spectacular. You know what I'm saying? Like, you should be the one that's encouraging him to maybe sell his art, encouraging him to like put his talents out there. Don't encourage him to be like, well, I know you're not encouraging him to be like to himself, but if you know he's to himself, encourage him to create his own platforms, to do his talents, And that's what Spirit is speaking, like having a firm foundation, creating a firm foundation for himself. And you know, the root chakra deals with money. So if you can start helping him create platforms or whatever, even if it's not him showing his face, that needs to be something that he's doing. Because you gotta think, when he goes to college, you know, he's making new friends, he's meeting new people. Because the Spirit is showing me him going to college. So I don't know, does he want to go to college? Because they're showing me him going to college. People asking him questions like, "Oh, you're so interesting. You're so like." People are going to be really, really into him. I don't know if this is like a they're attracted to him type of thing, um, or if it's just he has a magnetic energy. But I can tell you, me personally, the more spiritual I got, the more people gravitated towards me. No cap. People can feel it. It's just like a feeling, like people gravitate towards you. Okay? So this is what they're telling him. They're trying to get him prepared early. And so when he's meeting new friends, they're going to be like, "Oh, like, you know, tell us about you," or whatever. He's going to be able to say so many things. "Oh, you know, in a very humble way." I'm seeing him do it very humbly. But like I'm seeing him like, "Oh yeah, I'm doing this," and it's just like, damn, like you doing all of that. Like I'm seeing him do YouTube, okay? And I don't know this young man from a can of paint, but I'm seeing him do YouTube, whether it's like a tutorials or him. I don't know what is it like. What does he do? I don't know. I just feel like she said he's amazing with saving money. So whatever his platform or channel, whatever he decides to do, just encourage him to do it. You're like, that's a great idea. You know what I'm saying? Graduation gift, get him stuff that can help him make more money. You know. Yes, he's going to college. Good job. But I'm seeing him in college being very social, being very like having close friends. Spirit, you're speaking on his college experience. Is there anything you want to inform mom about his college experience? Go deep. Give us insights into her son's college experience. Yes. Yes. Like, yes. She said he does have a magnetic energy, very humble. He loves YouTube. Well, he needs to get on YouTube. He needs to be creating content. I wish I would have started my channel years ago when I wanted to. I always wanted to be on YouTube, but I just never knew what I would talk about. But when I found my purpose, which I never really knew my spirituality was necessarily my purpose, that's when I was still in Christianity. But like once I came up out of that, I started realizing like, oh, this really is, it's like a gift. So there's actually 3 protector spirits stepping forward for him. 3 of them. But he's gonna have like 4, maybe 3 friends, 4 friends, because I heard on the song pulling up 4 deep. 4 deep, so I'm gonna assume he's the 4th person. But I see him having like loyal friends, okay? Okay, so let me go back to him. So he said his name was Hank Hunk, whichever one. She said he's already signed up to take college courses, dual enrollment next year, his senior year. Good, because that's going to get him ahead. He won't have to take so many electives. So, let me see. Let me see. So I want to pull from this Hoodoo Tarot, but is there like a specific question that you maybe want to ask? Because I mean, we're asking about his spiritual protector. So there is a 3rd one. So maybe I should pull the 3rd one from this deck. So that's what I'll do. I'll just pull the 3rd ancestor from this deck. And then, excuse me. But it sounds like he's already on the right track. Alright. Alright. So Mr. Hank, Hunk, what is your name? Okay, so he says Hank. His name is Hank. So Mr. Hank, why are you his spiritual protector? Is there anything you want to say? Why are you his spiritual protector? Oh, car's flying. Well, these two flew on the ground. Look, am I fucking cap? Are these not trees? Are these not trees? Is this not a boy? Crisscross applesauce with his hands open? Am I cap? Just let me know now. Cause it's wait. Same hands? Same fucking hands? Bro, I'm done. This reading is over. This reading is over. Okay? Cause what did I tell you? This is money, honey. Look at this. This is him in nature. I'm not cap, man. I keep telling y'all. When I say my head itching. Wowzers. So, these hands here are like receptive mode, receiving. So, with that being said, right now, he's a child. He needs to be receiving. He needs to be like in that energy, okay? So what Spirit is saying, it's like what I've already said. It's like he needs to be around. Look, he even has a green shirt on right here. So this needs to be like a part of his, I don't want to say daily routine because I don't want to like be like he needs to do this every day. But no, he needs to get in tune with himself. He needs to find out. I think he's still figuring out who he is. Discovering who he is and who he wants to be. Look, I cut the deck and look at this. Conflict and defeat. And we were just talking about the anger. Alright, so Spirit. You're his protector. She said, no cap, he does that now. Wow. And I think I remember you telling me about that. Like he was meditating with different hand symbols. He needs to get more into that. Like do it more. Do it more because those symbols mean something. So you can do different symbols for different things. Okay? She said we meditate together sometime. So y'all need to start doing it outside. Okay? Start meditating outdoors, okay? I knew I wasn't capping when I got to drawing them trees and bushes. I was like, what is she showing me? Make sure y'all like this video. So they're basically saying if he can tap into this energy now, he'll be like this like a provider kind of figure, okay? Like he's gonna be stable. I'm seeing him getting a good job and like him not struggling with things like that. But that's kind of the purpose of this male in his life. This is what the male's purpose is. And again, he showed up like authority. So this is actually the Emperor card. You guys know about the Emperor card. He's like, you got the Empress and the Emperor. So the Empress is the one, the feminine, the mother, the nurturer, that energy. Beauty, feminine energy, all of that. Authority, or the Emperor card, is masculine energy. Okay? Assertiveness, provider, protect. That is what authority card is about, okay? So, seems like he's going to be standing real fucking tall, okay? But they are saying it's going to be like a new beginning for him. So I'm assuming it's going to be when he goes to college. Ooh, the song said, they're not developed like we are, like magic wand. Oh, wait, wait. Like magic wand. Cause what the fuck? This song is called New Magic Wand by Tyler the Creator. What the fuck? Bro. This is crazy. The song literally said, let me go back. She's not developed like we are. So, continue letting him develop himself. He's going to be a lot further than most people. Even if it's just his level of awareness. A lot of people going to college, like entering into college, that's when they start finding themselves. But him, he probably is going to already be there. I'm seeing that for him, okay? So this card keeps wanting to come out. Discontent and boredom. And it's a man. So that's another reason why you got to continue kind of pushing him to like new energy, raising his vibration. Because I feel like, this is just what my spirit is telling me. I feel like, not saying he could be depressed or anything, but I feel like him being alone all the time and kind of to himself, that can weigh on him, okay? That can weigh on his frequency. Discontent and boredom. This would make sense. Look, you got a whole castle in the back. You're not even paying attention. Got a whole rainbow on the ground. You're not even looking. She said, what? He loves Tyler the Creator. Wow. She said probably because the summer is coming up in a couple of days and school will be out. Probably. That could definitely be the boredom. For sure. That could definitely be that. Alright. So we didn't really get a chance to really talk to him. So would you like to give us insights into you and who you are? Ooh. Patience. Shadow. So this spirit either looks like him or acts just like him. But he's speaking on shadow work. Learning yourself. Like learning, he's calling it like polarities. So knowing both sides of yourself. Oh, that's funny because he's a Gemini. So that's what he's saying. Like two-sided. So he has to become fully comfortable with both sides of himself. So I'm seeing like a high vibrational side and then a side that can be kind of like low vibrational. This makes sense though, with the root chakra and then the portals opening as you raise your vibration. So let me get some insights. What makes his vibration low? Because I feel like that's something you need to know. So Spirit, what is lowering her son's vibration? So he has a blockage in his sacral chakra and in his third eye chakra. That's all it is. And I was just saying his awareness. I was just literally saying this. So he does have blockages. I would even say the crown chakra. But like the head area, I was literally just saying this. So this makes a lot of sense. So yes, the sacral, he needs to work on. That will help raise his energy. But I was just saying this awareness. And if you look at this card, look. See the circle around his head? The circle. She said, Drew, he told me this past weekend he had a dream where he walked out his bedroom and saw someone sitting on the couch that looked just like him. Dude, I found out it was him. Because this would make sense. This one here, very protective over him though. You gotta think this is like the epitome of a masculine man, okay? Not always the best traits, but one thing about the emperor is definitely gonna be a good father, okay? But this one sees himself in your son, which they are related, so this would make sense. So let me see this. Does he want to tell us? This is crazy. She said, this is crazy. Wow. Oh my God. Yes, it is. Look at this. Look at this. Pick up the freaking deck. It says messages channeled via dream. Am I cap? Like, do I cap? Like, do I even just chat and yap and cap? Like, look, no. I said, do I cap? They like, no. None of that. So I feel like your son is gonna want to like be that provider for you. You got a whole husband, but like I feel like what you're gonna do for him, what you've already done for him, is gonna like really get you further. Not saying like you need him for anything, but you know it's gonna come back full circle for you. Because this song says give you. This song is called "Give You the World" by Steve Lacy. So he's gonna be very appreciative for those seeds that you planted in his life, and for you just like nurturing his spiritual side, because that's not common. A lot of people, a lot of parents especially, you know, especially coming from a Christian background, that's not something that's like done. It's at the end, period. Like telling you, telling you. Is he still sitting there? Because if he is, I'm gonna be screaming. How are you gonna explain this reading to him though? Like, how are you gonna give him this information? I'm very curious. But I'm hearing like he's afraid. He's afraid to see spirits. Because the song is literally telling me. The song said, you pushed and I tugged. This is like a, look, I'm so scary, but I'm not so tough. So that's basically like your son's energy. So I don't think he's ready yet to like be seeing things, but the spirits are gonna come in the dream. Okay, so he has to get grounded. Okay. Also with the blockages in the crown chakra and in the third eye, he has to work on these. Okay, because these spirits cannot come through to him if there are blockages, especially in the head area. She said he tells me that all the time. He wants to take care of me. Yeah, he's gonna do that. And with a smile on his face. It's not anything like you're not a burden or anything like that. He's gonna want to do that for you. Because you did that for him. But I love his energy. Like, I can pick up on your son's energy. He's very, very protected. Like, these spirits, like, I even feel like with him kind of being a loner, that's them protecting him. Like, that's them. You hear this? Still, I'm going to love you like you were mine. And when I look you in your eyes, wow. This is beautiful. Get a little thumbnail real quick. Okay. You have any more messages for us? Okay. You have any more messages? Any more messages for her son, Spirit? So this spirit here is Gullah. This spirit here is Gullah. Okay. Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina. You've already got the Gullah card, so this would make sense, right? But the reason they're protecting him is because he has very, very strong roots, okay? With him being a man, it's also different, okay? So they're definitely going to be in his frequency. So this man here, he likes music, love music. Look, didn't I tell you to get him an amethyst? But he needs an amethyst, okay? So now the spirit is trying to talk to you. The spirit kind of wants you to sing more. They're saying you have like a beautiful voice. Four, four. 4, 4. Do you hear this? I'm in love with being your mommy. Yep, Georgia roots. So yeah, this is your Gullah family. I think even just talking to him about the Gullah and like teaching him a little bit about his history. I think with you researching your history, you can share things with him just casually. Because when he hears certain things, he doesn't, especially if he decides to go to an HBCU, he doesn't need to be confused. Like, oh, I never heard of that. I never heard of that. Like, he needs to already know, like, who he is. But I do feel like when he goes to college, he's going to be, it's going to be like a fresh start for him, okay? She said, I'll get him an amethyst. Sing more. Really? Yeah, this spirit is literally talking to you, and he's saying, I don't know if I worded it like him, but he said something like, why are you not singing anymore? I know we talked briefly about this on your last reading when your aunt was saying she wanted you to sing to her. So this must be like an ancestor that you know. But it's your ancestor as well. The world. Morris Brown College Bound. Shut up. This man going to Morris? Morris Brown? That's what I'm talking about. Here go this world again, this earth. So I feel like this man is an earth sign, which makes sense because he wants your son to ground himself. And with your son going to an HBCU, this makes sense. They're saying he needs to know where he comes from. He needs to know his roots. Because when I say the identity crises are real, okay? And going through it as an adult is not fun. So he can go ahead and do that now. Look at this card that came out as well. She said, wow, I do sing. I'll do it more. So maybe you need to do that once you have your altar set up and stuff. Or even when you're outside. Just sing. Even if it's like you humming to yourself, you need to sing more. You got it, you got it. So it's like you have a voice, use it. Use that voice. But they're saying like you have a beautiful voice. Alright, so now let me see who is this third spirit. Thank you for talking with us, Mr. Hank and Miss Adrian. I'm going to see who this third spirit is. She said facts. Identity crisis is real. Hell yeah, and that shit is not fun. But I think everybody goes through that. Okay. who this third spirit is. Alright. I'm gonna let you talk, spirit. But let us know who is the third protector spirit in her son's frequency. Alright, who's the third spirit in her son's frequency? Who is the third protector? Son of Knives, reversed. Son of Knives. I don't think this spirit is in the best frequency. Let's see. Okay. All right. The plant is ragweed. In the image, the Son of Knives stands in front of a church, clasping a switchblade and a razor as he awaits the arrival of his opponent. The winner of this slash fest must face no retribution from the family of the wounded or deceased man, because the battle takes place before the eyes of God. The son of Knives represents the tendency to go too hard and provoke others. So with this coming in the reverse, I'm going to read it in the reverse. This will be the energy of the spirit we're talking to, okay? So on the negative side, he is pushy, aggressive, two-faced, a gossip, a hustler, and like to take unnecessary risks and spread rumors and drama. Okay, interesting. So this is like a problematic spirit, okay? So he was very problematic. So let me get, okay, y'all can see. Alright, so this one here is a little problematic. You know how we were speaking about anger issues? This would make sense why the woman was the one to say this. But wasn't she the one speaking on anger issues? The reason why is because of the third spirit in his frequency. It's another reason why spirit was saying that he has to learn to balance his own energies, okay? He has to, okay? Because there's a whole lot going on within his frequency. A lot of spirits. And this isn't something that you can necessarily change, you know what I'm saying? So let me get insights into the spirit and see. Alright. Son of Knives, you want us to tell us your name? He already told me his name. Stephen. His name is Stephen. Look. Temptation. That's the devil card. He's throwing a plate across the room. So spirit, you're in his frequency. So why are you in her son's frequency? Why are you in her son's frequency? Is there a reason why? Power. Look, two faces. Well, he's saying it like everything can't be love and light. This is what he's saying. It can't be all love and light, because they don't want him to be a pushover. They want him to like be in touch with this. This all goes back to what they were saying. They want him to be in touch with all of his sides. Okay, this is even like knowing where he comes from, knowing his ancestry and things like that. But they're looking at him like half man, half animal. Okay. But he does love, he loves your son a lot. This is like a younger spirit. I'm seeing him like more of like a troublemaker when he was alive, but he wasn't like a, like with this fight here, this is like something that they used to do. It's not like he went to the church, went to go stab somebody. This was something that they used to do. And they felt like since they did it in front of God, it wasn't bad. So this one could have been into church, but I don't feel like he was grounded in his spirituality. He was more of the world. Is that the right way to say it? Okay. Stephen. So why do you want to be her son's protector? You say everything can't be love and light. Excuse me. So he needs to know how to protect himself? Is that what you're saying? Deception and envy. Yeah, so they're saying he has to be like, he can't be too trusting, is what he's saying. He said he can't be too trusting because people will smile in your face and stab you in the back. Whoa. Whoa, that slipped out my mouth. But he's not capped. Like, this is exactly what he's saying. People will smile in your face and stab you in the back. That's insane, Stephen, to be saying that. She said, you spoke those words earlier about everything can't be love and light. Wow. When did I say that? What just freaked me out when I said that is I forgot he had a knife in his hand. So people will smile in your face and stab you in the back. So I feel like he's going to have some haters. But yeah, he has a lot of love for your son though. So he's not going to harm him or anything. But the spirit does not trust. Okay? He's kind of in the back, playing it cool. He ain't on the forefront like the other two, but he's kind of in the back, just waiting for shit to pop up, okay? Oh, I thought you meant on the reading. This is funny. Look what's on the bottom of the deck. Balance. Look. The knife. That same circle. And then look. It's on the bottom as well. I just showed you that. So he got a real shooter. He got a shooter, okay? Because this is what it's giving, okay? She said he does not trust easily. Well, this would make sense because this one here, nope, he don't trust the soul. Love you, protect you, cry for you. You hear this music? Let me ask him. This flame is very low. Yeah, this music's screaming. Pour some of this wax out. I don't want it to keep. So I before we close out, I want to see why this spirit doesn't have like trust for anybody. So he like, I don't care if I was the last one. Like I'm the one that's really riding for him. That's how this one thinks. Okay. But this one is also younger. He's a little bit of a hothead. Okay. Notice it says son. Son. Okay. Son of knives. So Spirit, is there a reason why you don't trust anymore? Let us know. Why don't you trust? Why don't you trust anyone? That's just how he was raised, he says. He does want sweet tea though. This one here, he asking for shit. But he said this is how we do it where I'm from. So this is just, I think you got this card too. But yeah, that's his answer. It's like, I don't trust people because that's just not what we do where I'm from. Wow, look. Okay. Spirit, is there a reason why you don't trust people? Why don't you trust people besides your life? So he had a rough upbringing, troubled adolescent, no guidance, victim to the system. So this would make sense. In and out of jail, asking for shit, like, but he does want sweet tea. But he's like, where's the hospitality? Look, so it's more of like Arnold Palmer because he wants sweet tea with lemons. So you can do like half lemonade, half sweet tea. He says, where's your hospitality? Family traditions are important to elders. Do your research. So this makes sense why he doesn't trust. So Spirit, are you open to like, well, I'm not gonna try to change anybody or anything like that, but Spirit, would you like a releasal done for you? Like, would you like to raise your vibration? Because I feel like he's not necessarily in a low vibration. He just doesn't trust. So he's not more of like a loving light, which isn't a bad thing. Hey, Kiara. She's asking for shit. Yeah, like how you asking for stuff? But no, it's fine. You can leave all of them some sweet tea because I don't want you to leave anybody out. So you can just leave like a big thing of it. She said sweet tea / lemons it is. So demanding. Yeah, and it's crazy because he's the only one that doesn't ask for something. But it's funny because he was raised in the church as well. And it's even crazy because he's saying his distrust for the church. I mean, his distrust for others started really with the church. And what he's saying is, I'm hearing them like tell him bullshit like in his childhood, like, we're going to get you help or we're going to do this. And it was just like nothing that really was going to help him, you know? So I feel like that's where he started to resent people. And once he got older, it was just kind of like it stuck with him, you know? Which is kind of sad. So Spirit, is there anything that could help you get out of a low vibration? So yes, he says yes, there's something. Yes, some fried catfish should help me. When I tell you I'm cracking up, he's a character. Because then now he got smart. I said, is there anything that can help you get out of a low vibration? Is it pig's pussy pork? The answer is yeah. Bro. Wait. She said, my son feels the same way about church. Yeah, probably because this one here. But no, it's it makes sense because the spirits who are in your frequency, that's who you have the most in common with. So this will make so much sense. But yeah, he wants some fried catfish. That really cracked me up. I ain't gonna lie, that cracked me up. I think he gonna say, yeah, do a release so you can light a candle for. Nah, give me some fish. I want some sweet tea and lemons, a little light white bread, some hot sauce. But yeah, that's what he's saying. He wants white bread. I don't even want to say it because he just cutting up. But no, this is what he wants. And I can appreciate somebody to say what they want, beating around the bush. I don't like all that. Just tell me what you want. I feel like, but on a serious note, I feel like he doesn't have anyone venerating him. He didn't have like a lot of family. He didn't have a lot of friends. So I do feel like, I don't want this to creep you out, but I feel like this one here hangs around the house, okay? He hangs around the house. He's like a protector. He's saying he protects all of you guys. So the offering request is more of like, okay, because look, all of these say offering request. Offering request. Offering request. So he's saying he's already been protecting. He's already been looking out. So it's more of like, can I have something to eat? Because y'all be eating good. Like, can I get a little plate, like a little side plate? So I guess I'm frying catfish tomorrow. I guess so. Because this one here, he wants to eat, okay? But he said like he wants that real catfish. Like, you know how like they take like the whole fish, like the whole catfish, fillet it. Well, not even fillet it. Like the one where the head is cut off. But then it's like cut in half. I don't know how to explain it, but you know, like the fish that still got the tail on it. That's what he wants. Okay. Kiera said he wants some good soul food. He do. And I really want to ask him what else he wants, because he damn near wants sides. Like, but no, I think whatever you give him will be more than okay. He's not, I don't want to say he's not demanding. He more so, I think he's just hungry. That's what I'm picking up. Like, he's just really, really hungry. He doesn't have anyone venerating him. He does give me like a nearly forgotten kind of energy, which is kind of sad, especially to be showing up like so distrustful, and then him saying like that's how we do it where I'm from. Is just like he's talking about like harsh living conditions and like just having like that rough upbringing. So I think he'll be good to like leave him something. You can even leave your ancestors stuff as well, but make sure when you leave it for them, you make sure you say this is for you. I told you his name, Stephen. Cheese grits, coleslaw. Let me ask. So what size do you want? Not hush puppies and fries. He's dead serious. He said he wants some hush puppies and fries. He don't want no cheese grits and cold. He said he don't eat no coleslaw. That's the part you throw away, the coleslaw. Let me stop. But no, he said hush puppies and fries. When I said I got tears in my eyes. Oh my God. But he said he'll be good for a while after you leave him that. Lordy, he done tickled me tonight. Oh my God, I feel like he's like a bonus son. Kind of look at him like a bonus son, even though he's kind of older. I'm getting he may be, because he gave me he passed away young. Spirit, do you want to tell me how you passed away? So I feel like he passed away from like crimes and things he was doing. Spirit, do you want to tell us how you passed away? Wanda, I didn't even know you was still in here. But yeah, are y'all seeing this? Like, he's not playing with her. He said, well, since you asked, I think he finna say something like, something small, but no, he wants a meal. Like, so you want to tell us how you passed away? Ooh. God damn. Keep all these cards. So, Steven, do you want to let us know? Actually, I'm going to pull from you. Steven, do you want to let us know how you passed away? Because why is he looking at you like a mama? It makes sense because he doesn't have a mom. He says he doesn't have a mom. You know, like your homeboy's mom, you call her mom. So he's kind of calling you mom. Now he thinking your son, Steven. This is not your mom, okay? Well, no, I'm just going to say he does appreciate your energy because the cards that just came out, because look, you got the, so this is like he's seeing like you and your husband. There was another card that I saw too. Which one was it? Find it. Can't find it. I don't know what I did with it. It was like a mother figure card. Okay. So what he's saying, he kind of appreciates like the way that you raise your kids, like you just kind of let them be them. That's what he's saying. And he wish he would have had a mom that loved him. Don't get me to crying now, Stephen. I keep saying his name wrong, but don't get me to crying. I don't got time for that. But yeah, he's just speaking on like having a rough upbringing, not really seeing like a positive like a positive relationship between like his parents and things like that. So in a sense, he's kind of living through your son, but also protecting him. Okay. So are you family, Stephen? Are you family? Are you related to her son? Yeah, he's definitely related. He's related through his father, though. So your husband. So he's related to him through his dad. Becoming a father is my proudest achievement and biggest blessing. My children feel my love, protection, and affection. So going back to what I was just saying, he's watching how you're raising your kids. He's watching how your husband like nurtures and protects and things like that. He likes that. He never saw that. He never saw that. He got me feeling sad though. I'm not gonna cry, but and I keep seeing this card. It wants to keep coming out. Hold on. Now I want to hide. But it was the dice card, so I feel like he would gamble a lot in his life. So let me just ask him, did he have any family? Did you have any family that took care of you? You gotta step in shit to know it's there because you can smell it. Did you have any family that raised you? Got the sacral card. Confidence. I don't think he had family that affected his creativity, his desire, and his confidence. Okay? So funny, not funny in a haha way, but this is so weird because didn't you get this card for your son? Yeah, he's definitely living through your son. Okay? Yes, he's related through his dad. So what did I want to ask him? Did he have any family raising him? So did you have anybody raising you? I feel like there was like a grandmother. Anybody raising you? Look, if they ain't helping you wash your dirty drawers, they don't need to see your dirty laundry. Warning, you're being too trusting. Bro. So no, I feel like his people was like the type to party all the time. Like he wasn't really a priority. So you got to think with how you and your husband are raising your son, that he don't see y'all clubbing and in and out the house and no stability. He doesn't see that. So this is refreshing for him. Okay. So do you have any message? Do you have a message for my client, Stefan? Do you have a message? You have a message for her? This is the red bird that's coming to you. Yeah, I'll say it's you, bro. We have got to get together. Wow. Wowzers. So he's speaking to me about like trauma. I'm seeing auntie. So it wasn't a grandmother that raised him. It was more of like an auntie, but she wasn't like deceased aunt. This is an aunt as well. So he was he was raised by women. Well, not raised. That's not the right word. So the word isn't raised. He was watched over from time to time by aunts. There was always a lot of women around for him. Always a lot of women. Because you have women here. But what he's speaking to you about is generational trauma. So he's basically talking to you about like his traumas. You know, he was sexually abused in his childhood. And he's basically speaking on that. That's where you guys have that connection, okay? So it says this person has been sexually abused and it deeply affects their energy. They need to heal. This inherited trauma indicates they are not the first in the family to be abused and won't be the last. So he does feel like he wants this to stop. You know, that's still in his energy, like him being sexually abused. I hate to hear this. I would say if you could do him a release, so I would do that and leave him this offering, because with him and your son's frequency, you don't want to start seeing some of those traits come out. Last thing we need is son walking around with a knife, with a pocket knife, taking a pocket knife to school. Let me stop. Let's see. Yeah, because he trusts you and he trusts me. So that's why he's telling his story, but he was very hesitant to do that. But I am seeing like women that he respected. So let me ask him, how does he feel about these women that were in his life? Do you want to tell us how you felt about these women in your life? I'm going to actually pull from this deck. You want to give us insights into that, Stephen? Throat chakra. So he feels like these women, they were, like they gossiped a lot. It was always, it seemed like everything was so much more important than him. Nobody ever really mothered him to the point to where it was like he was the focal point. He was like somebody's everything, is what he's saying. He's never been anybody's everything. He's breaking my heart right now. Because I feel like all kids should experience that, you know what I'm saying? But he didn't have that, unfortunately. So just him being around it does help him, he's saying. Spirit, how do you feel about these spirits? Because I'm feeling like these spirits are also deceased. So how do you feel? Because I'm seeing like, I am still seeing a grandmother. But like, how do you feel about your grandmother and your aunt? The ones that like watched over you a little bit? Papa's favorite. So he had a grandfather. He passed away though. He was around and then he wasn't. So I feel like this could have been the one that, because look, you see the woman even in the back. I think that the grandpa passed away like early on while he was still young, because you see this is like a child here. But his grandpa was the one. Let's see, how did you feel about your grandpa? Hope. His grandpa was the one that like, wow, his grandpa was the one, he was like a giver, which makes sense because he's literally feeding this baby water, okay? But I was going to say this grandfather was such a giver to him. Like, wanted to give his knowledge, wanted to, like, motivate him. He still remembers faint memories from his childhood with his grandpa. But I do think that he should have done his shadow work, though. Stephen should have done his shadow work, because you have shadow work coming up again. But that wasn't really a thing back then. But yeah, but he's the red bird, okay? He's the red bird. So you haven't seen a red bird lately, haven't you? Because this is him. She said, definitely I'll do a release for him. That's good. And you can talk to him like motherly. You don't have to act like his mom. That's not what we're trying to do. But you can, you know, tell him like, I heard your story. I thank you for sharing your story with me. And I thank you for, like watching over us and protecting us. We appreciate that. Just talk to him and just let him know, like, I heard your story and I know what you went through, and I just want you to know, like, you didn't deserve that. You can just talk to him like that. She said, I feel like someone's hugging me so hard around my neck and right shoulder right now. I'm flushed and feeling so warm. I'm getting emotional, Jew. Yes, I have seen a red bird. This is him. Well, this is exactly who we're talking to. Okay? I'm seeing 2 ducks right here. So he could be showing up as ducks as well, but he's definitely a red bird. But that makes sense because this is like warmth. This is like a light. So we're talking about distrust, right? The song said, "Oh, I was so." Hold up. What did it say? I wish you never lied to me, is what it said. So do you want to tell us about, like, who lied to you? What is it? What is it giving? Who lied to you? Damn. So it's a woman. It's a woman. So he, like, fell in love with a woman. But I feel like she, like, broke his heart. Thought I was special. Wow. But this makes sense because he's telling me something. Like, basically this woman gave him something. Like a disease. Sexually transmitted disease. I hate this. This will make sense. He's been burned a lot in his life. I'm going to just put it like that. He has a lot of distrust. So Spirit, is there anything that they could do to help you get out of this frequency? Besides the food, being a fat ass? But is there anything that they can do? Because we're going to get ready to wrap this reading up. Matter of fact, I'm going to ask, how would they know that you're around? How would they know that you're around besides the red bird? But how will her son know that you're around? Is there a specific way? Firm foundation. Makes sense. Material and spiritual prosperity. This is like, same kind of like, balcony kind of bridge kind of energy. Look, is this not like bridges in the back? What is that? It's funny because you see these little pillars in the back. They look very similar. Very, very, very similar to what the lady was standing in front of. Like these little things. See how this is like that? This is what it gives, okay? Firm foundation. So this would be what he looks like. But he doesn't like to show his face. He does not like to show his face. So he's dealing with the root chakra to the firm foundation. So they're all working with him. As far as I do think that this spirit here is gonna like kind of be teaching him more positive things, not necessarily negative, but he just wants him to not be a pushover. Here we go, follow the creator. But he wants him to not be a pushover. He wants him to be a very strong man. He doesn't want anybody to play with him. But we don't want it to the extent of pulling out knives and stuff. Like, we're not doing all of that. Like, okay, Stephen, because we're not doing that. Okay. But this was the message. Do you have any questions for him before I send him back to the spirit realm? All the ancestors back to the spirit realm. We got Stephen, Adrian, and Hank. That was a great reading. Exactly, no knives. But I think your son knows better. Like he has enough sense to know what not to do. And I think especially with him not having anger issues anymore, like if he still had anger issues and he was still struggling, like or whatever, I would be worried. But in this case, I feel like he knows right from wrong, and he's close enough to you to like. I feel like he would consult you before doing anything crazy, because he does have a lot of respect for you and love for you as his mom. So just give it time. I feel like it's just good to know like what's going on with like within his frequency, which is all positive energy. Me personally, like even though Stefan, he's not necessarily like a love and light, but he wasn't really like a spiritual person. I don't pick up for him. The love I have for you dying and couldn't put an end to it. So very unconditional love. Alright, spirits, well, this is the reading. I'm going to go ahead and send you guys back to the spirit realm. Adrian, Hank, and Steffi, you guys may go back to the spirit realm. Goodbye. Alright, that was your reading. Hope you enjoyed it. She said, that was amazing. My mother instincts and love for him has kicked in strong. I'm glad. A lot of people will be like, creep the fuck out. Like, what? What do you mean? But I feel like you just knowing your calling and understanding like this is a part of it, you know, it's best to embrace it. Like, what can you do? You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it's all for your protection. So you have nothing to fear. But this song is like, I feel like he's singing it about you. The sweetest, the sweetest. So he like thinks you're like a sweet, like you're like a really sweet person, like you're a sweet mom. And I think he's more of admiring you. Like he has like an admiration for you, which is really interesting because none of the other two spirits ain't really say much about you. Not that it was the reading, like the reading wasn't about you, but it's just like this one he wanted to talk to you. That was different. He could also be just trying to butter you up though to get that catfishing. What you making him catfishing? What else? I don't forgot. What did he say? He wanted fish and fries and hush puppies. It's so crazy. So I was about to say he liked his hush puppies a little sweet, and the song is saying sweetest, sweetest, sweetest. So that's interesting. Now he talking about you. So what? So do you look at her like a mom or your woman? Because what I'm getting is he talking about how you smell and how you look, ma'am. He don't know if he got a crush on you or what. Motherfucking brown sugar. He said you're sweet like brown sugar. I love it. Yes, for sure. It's a beautiful reading. Thank you. I appreciate you for trusting me to do this. Hush puppies and fries. Lord, he got you working. Stefan, don't make me reconsider cook. Look, cause he like I want to taste her cooking. She real fine. I want to see what she cook like. Head ass. He cutting up. But no, I think you can trust it. He just like admires you. I think like if he would have lived, I think he probably would have married somebody like very motherly, very in their feminine energy, because he didn't have that, you know. So he would have found those traits very attractive. Which makes sense to me, you know. I love it for you too, cause honey, take them compliments wherever they come from. But yeah, he does think you fine as cat hair. That card literally came out fine as cat hair. So yeah, he likes all of that. It's more of like a how could she look so good and like do all of that stuff like cooking and cleaning, and that's really his mindset. I don't think. Well, it's not. I don't think. Well, I know he didn't grow up like even like with his aunts and stuff. Like he kind of made it seem like all they would do is sit around and like talk about people. When he was with his grandpa, I feel like they probably were more outdoors and doing things like that. But like once his grandpa passed, it was just like I cannot be around all these crazy ass ladies, you know. So that's when he kind of got into the street life, gambling and stuff like that, you know. But yeah, I'm ready to watch this back for sure. So I'm gonna go ahead and hop off of here because I would hate for this live to cut out like all the other ones have been cutting out. But thank you guys for watching. Make sure you guys like this video. Subscribe to my channel. Like it. I already said like this video. Subscribe to my channel. This is Judy the Master Manifester, and I am out.